Hey folks, and welcome to Waking House Yoga with Jane. I come to our practice today with a heavy heart. I'm holding in it Ahmaud, Arbery, and Breonna Taylor. Their family members, their friends, the people who are beloved by them. And I devote this practice to those souls who are no longer with us on this plane. And so I ask, as you prepare for this practice, that you might also keep them in mind. And keep also in mind the issues of social justice that continue to penetrate our society. And I offer this practice. I come to it not knowing what it will hold, but bringing to it my sorrow and my longings to see a different world. And so I invite you to share in that intention as you also devote your practice to Breonna and to Ahmaud. Thank you for joining with me in it. I can already feel arising in me the desire to start in the space of my heart. And then I foresee sharing a few sun salutations to call in the light before we perhaps settle down into a little bit of a more nourishing and restorative practice. We'll see how that ultimately pans out. But let us begin together with our palms touching at the space of your heart. We will begin here in standing, so find your shoulder width stance, rooting through the soles of your feet. And then as you feel comfortable and ready, allow the shades of your eyes to close and descend your awareness into the contact point of your thumbs meeting your sternum. And in that space, so near to your heart, just notice the gentle rise and fall of your sternum as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Consider this necessary expansion and contraction which occurs continuously in our life as we wake up and meet the day, and as we close our eyes to meet the night. In our enduring seasons of brightness and of joy, and seasons of darkness and of sorrow. Allow the breath to deepen. And the next time that you inhale, release your palms and circle your arms out and up overhead. Open your eyes, stare to the sky. Inhale deeply here at the top and exhale, swan dive forward. With your inhale, rise halfway up. And as you exhale, bow forward. Release the tension out of your head and neck. Sway gently from side to side. Feel your breath in your back body. Come to stillness for a moment. Rest lightly on your fingertips. And then separate your shoulder blades as you inhale and feel your breath in the back of your body, expanding the rib cage and the shoulder blades apart from each other. Yeah, with your exhale, just relax and let go. And then as you inhale, open the back body once again.
Separate the shoulder blades apart. You might even lift off of your fingertips as I am now. And then exhale and relax. One more time. Yeah, inhale halfway up. And exhale, bow forward. With your inhale, swan dive all the way to standing. Reach your hands overhead, and then as you exhale, descend them to your heart. Press your thumbs against your sternum. Notice, if you can, the beating of your heart. Yeah. Hold here. Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it wild? Is it soft? Inhale and circle your arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Step your left foot back, lower your knee. With your inhale, rise to a low lunge. Slight back bend as you lift the gaze and the heart and reach behind you. With your exhale, bow forward. Inhale, extend your right arm to the sky, twisting. And then exhale to the earth. Inhale, rise up again. Exhale, lower the hands behind you and interlace your fingers. Open the space of your heart. Deep opening early in the practice. Take it slow. Oh, really lean in to that expansion. Every time we expand, taking a gesture of receiving. What will pour into your heart in this shape? Lift your gaze if that feels good to you. One more long, deep breath. Release the hands. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to plank pose or half plank, and then exhale to the earth. With your inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart for cobra or for upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, child's pose, forehead to the earth. Return to your intention, return to the devotion of this practice and call into the space of your mind, Breonna and Ahmaud. The next time that you inhale, glide the body forward. Glide your face forward over your mat as you roll the body toward the top of your mat and then lift up. Toes curl under. Exhale, touch your forehead to the earth. Inhale, glide forward and rise up. Exhale, forehead to the earth. One more time. Forehead to the earth. Inhale, lift onto your hands and your knees and circle your hips. Start in one direction, circle 3 or 4 times, and then we'll switch in the other direction. Notice where you feel sensation in the body. Okay, every time that we take a shape or we flow in a new way, notice, be with the experience of your body in the moment that you're having it. Come to neutral table. As you inhale, lift the gaze and drop your belly. With your exhale, lift your hips for downward facing dog. Let yourself arrive here. Okay, you might walk it out. One leg and then the other. Come to stillness. Lift the heels just a little bit as you start to roll the body forward. But this is a bit of a micro movement, and then open the sitting bones as you press back. So don't come all the way to plank yet. Just lift and roll slightly. See what that does in the soles of your feet, and then press the sitting bones back, open them wide. Yeah. Lift your right leg to the sky. As you exhale, step forward to the inside of your right foot. Lower the back knee. We're in low lunge again. Rise up, back bend. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, twist as you reach your right arm to the sky. Exhale, back to the earth. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway up, flat spine. Exhale, bow forward. Hold the back of your calves, deeply bend your knees, rest your torso on your thighs, sway slightly, side to side. Tension melts from your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way to standing. Palms meet and then descend to the space of your heart. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Connect to the beating of your heart. 2 long, deep breaths. Inhale, circle your hands to the sky, look up. Exhale, swan dive forward, step the right foot back, lower your knee, low lunge, and then inhale to rise up. Back bend, look to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale to extend your left arm to the sky, twist. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Back bend, and then lower the hands behind you, interlace your fingers, expand your heart. Palms come together if they can. If not, be with where you are and be okay with it. Watch the breath enter and exit the space of your heart. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And then inhale to lift your hands to the sky. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, twist. Left arm extends to the sky. Exhale back to the earth. Step back, plank pose or half plank, lower down. With your inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart a little bit or a lot. And then exhale back to the earth. Inhale, rise up. And exhale to the earth. One more time. Stay here. With your forehead contacting the ground. Consider the way that we are held here by the earth. Consider the way that it nourishes us. Connect, if you can, with its power and with its law, with its natural abundance, and with its unending lessons. Inhale to rise up one more time. As you exhale, hands and knees, and circle your hips, or find any other organic movement to open your body in the way that honors you most. And stay connected to the tether of your breath. Let yourself be fully with the experience as you're having it. Evolve as it evolves. Become fluid as it becomes fluid. Return when you're ready to your neutral table. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. With your inhale, roll the body forward, find plank pose. Internally rotate your elbows, and then exhale, down dog. 2 more times. Lift your left leg to the sky. Step forward to the inside of your left hand. Lower your back knee. Rise up. Back bend. Exhale, bow forward. With your inhale, reach your left arm to the sky and twist. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, rise, back bend. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you, open your heart. Next time that you inhale, lift your hands to the sky. As you exhale, plant them on the earth, step forward. Forward fold, release the tension from your head, neck, and shoulders. Deeply bend your knees, find a moment of rest in this space. With your inhale, rise halfway up. And as you exhale, bow forward. Hold the backs of your ankles if that feels good to you. One more time, rise halfway up. And bow. Inhale, reverse swan dive to standing, palms meet overhead, and then descend to the space of your heart. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Descend into the beating of your heart. Consider this heart and this body not separate from my heart and from my body, from the heart and from the body of all your brothers and sisters here. Can you breathe in the possibility that we are truly one being? Can you breathe in the possibility that our separateness is only an illusion? Can you believe for a moment that the ground of all of our being is love? And now reach your arms to the sky. Look to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Become soft, release the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, bow forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come to standing. Hands overhead. Exhale, space of your heart. Press your thumbs against your sternum. Release your palms down by your sides. Step your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Inhale to lift the arms up overhead. As you exhale, bend your knees. Come into a squat, hands at your heart. Inhale, rise up. And then exhale, descend. Yeah, 2 or 3 more times. Inhale, rise up, turn your heels in toward each other. Squat down, lowering your palms onto your knees. And let yourself just arrive in this shape, adjust as you need to. Start to find a little bit of fluid movement as you shift from side to side here. And then from this little groove, start to dip one shoulder and then the other. This could be more rigid if you just dip one shoulder, lift up, dip the other shoulder, or if it feels right to you to become more fluid, let yourself have that too. Yeah, notice what you feel. Okay, we're digging into some places that maybe we don't always go in the body. All right, let us root out that which is hiding in our instrument, that it might be clear, that we might be free. And if you're starting to get warm, let's come to stillness. Press in to your knees as your support. Stay here and build heat with me. Okay, grow the fire. And stay with it even when it's starting to get too hot. Breathe. Honor yourself if you need to come out, but if you know that your edge is a little bit further and you can get a little bit hotter, then let's go there. All right, here's the thing. I'm going to lift my hands up. I'm going to put them at my heart. Okay, and it's going to get hard. Stay here. Stay here. 3 breaths if you can. Dig in. Burn it away. All right, stand up. Stand up. Lift to the sky. Bow to the earth. Return your heels to parallel. Let go. Just let go. Soften everywhere you can. Get real soft. And get lower and lower and lower into the ground. Shift from side to side. Okay. We'll lift one heel and then the other as we bend into one knee on one side, bend into the other knee on the other side. All right, from here we'll sit right down. So sit right down into one side or the other. Yeah. I've tucked in my left leg and I have my right leg extended out. Okay, wherever you are, whichever side you're on, it's not going to matter. Okay, and then I want you to turn your torso over your extended leg and just start to bow in. Okay, I'm reaching for the sole of my foot, for my toes. I'm just arriving here. And then rise up. Okay, inhale to rise up. As you exhale, bow forward, reach forward. And then inhale, rise up. And exhale, bow in. Inhale, lift one more time. This time as you exhale, sink in to your forward fold over your leg. Okay, foot remains flexed. Breath stays long and deep. Find the space of most sensation for you and live there. Breathe there. Slowly rise up as you feel ready. Within my being, I'm quieting down. I can feel that in myself, and so I'm inviting that silence. I'm going to draw in my extended leg and extend out the other leg. And so I invite you into that as well. Okay. Maybe your inner world is starting to quiet. Okay, so let's be quiet some together as we sit in the present experience of our physical body. Okay, so now we'll turn our torso over the other extended leg, whichever one it is for you. And as you exhale, start to bow forward. Then as you inhale, rise up. And exhale, bow. 2 or 3 more times. Just moving at the pace of your own breath until you feel ready to sink into this fold and to stay there, breathing into a new depth of yourself wherever you feel the expansion happening. For me, this is through my hamstring, down the side of my right hip because I have my left leg extended. There's intense sensation in those spaces. And so I'm sending my attention and my awareness there to be with that new opening, to consider what possibility it might contain. What new freedom of mobility. Understanding that any freedom I find in my body is a new freedom in all of my being. And always the possibility to release something I've been holding that does not serve me, and to let it go. Feel yourself sink a little deeper. Notice as your muscles start to expand, they find a new elasticity to release you even deeper into this shape. Folks, I could stay there a long time, but we'll start to rise up. Start to rise up and extend your other leg out so that you're in a wide leg straddle. Adjust yourself as you need to. Shift off the flesh of your sitting bones. I'm finding here I am naturally rocking forward as I reach for my toes and then rising back up. Just caressing my calves. A place I don't touch on my body very much. How often do you touch your calves? So let's just touch that space for a moment here as we rock gently forward and back. Just let your breath be natural. Let your attention be in the contacting of your palms against your calves. A new sensation of warmth in that space of your body. Oh, can you be with it? Rise up. Let's draw the soles of our feet in. Just to give yourself a quick relief. Notice the skin of your foot against the skin of your foot, and let's just massage the arches of our feet for a few minutes, okay? So I'm going to close my eyes. You're welcome to do so as well. And just gently or firmly massage the soles of my feet, okay? In an act of love, right? Act of great care for myself, which reminds me that as we stay here in the devotion of our practice, we have to recognize that there is no revolution but the one that we have within ourselves. We can only change the world if we can change our own hearts. Okay, so rub your feet in order to transform your heart, brother or sister. That this simple act would be a gesture of grand love for yourself. Because if you can give it to yourself, maybe there's half a chance that you will give it
to someone else. So give yourself what you need in this moment. Mm-hmm. And then as you feel complete, extend your legs out one more time. We're going to find a forward fold as we draw ever inward. Okay, and so I'll just invite you, as you feel comfortable and as it feels good in your body, to fold forward. That might be just a little bit, or it might be a lot. Okay, so notice where you need to be to give yourself the most nourishing forward fold that you can find in this moment. If you have props, if you have blankets or a pillow or something that you can lean your forehead on, please give that to yourself. And together we'll just sink into this shape, into the deep opening of the root of our being, through the groin and down into the hamstrings. Recognizing this space of the body, the root chakra, as our ground. Contacting it within our being as we descend our breath into that space and consciously notice as it expands, all expanding a gesture of receiving, an openness to be a container and to allow the inpouring. May it be, brother and sister, the inpouring of great love. And so watch yourself and watch your body as you sink deeper and deeper into this shape. Release the thoughts of your mind as you continue to return to the sensation presently in your body. If your thoughts have wandered, bring them back. As you feel ready, we will ever slowly climb out of this shape. And draw the soles of our feet in, planting them on your mat. Place your palms behind you, fingertips facing your hips. With your inhale, open the space of your heart and lift your gaze. As you exhale, relax. This time, if you'd like to go deeper, press through the soles of your feet. Inhale and lift your hips for reverse table. And then exhale to lower down. Inhale, expand or lift. And exhale, lower down. This time, we'll stay here and breathe in the openness. And so open your heart and lift your chest or lift your hips. Come to the deepest expression of this shape for you to honor your body right now. If your hips are lifted, engage your glutes. Feel your knees energetically move toward each other. Take 2 more long, deep breaths. And slowly lower down. Yeah. Lift your palms off of the mat. Roll your wrists just for a minute, just to give yourself some relief here. And then we'll clasp our knees. Walk your
Sitting bones a little bit toward the top of your mat, roll back. And then just rock from side to side across the space of your sacrum. Plant the soles of your feet. Lift your hips so that you can slide your hands under your sacrum, palms against the earth, and your sacrum resting on the tops of your hands. And then extend the soles of your feet to the sky. So this is a gentle inversion. We're supporting ourselves here in the space of the sacrum. Feet are flexed, just allowing a reversal of energy to send blood and oxygen into our hearts and into our brains. To welcome the influx of oxygenated blood into our mind space, to open it, to clarify it, hopefully to expand it. This is becoming intense for you. Feel all the freedom to go ahead and lower out of it. If you'd like to separate your feet apart, you might also consider that option. Okay, let's stay here about 3 more breaths. And if it's intense but it's not too much, stay with it. And when you're ready, let go. Lower the soles of your feet down, lift your hips, release your palms. Feet are planted against your mat a little bit wider than shoulder width, and then just allow your knees to drop at one side and then over to the other side. Windshield wipering from one side to the other. And I want you to consider if there's any other shapes that your body needs to complete this practice. Is there anything else that you can embody to close the devotion of this practice? Please give that to yourself, whatever it is. I'm reaching through my knees for the soles of my feet to enter happy baby pose as I continue to meet the need of my body to open deeply in my root. I may not know what that means for me in this moment, but I can honor it, trusting the wisdom of my body as my guide. The last place we're going is final resting pose. And so that's traditionally taken just lying supine against your mat. If you'd like to draw a blanket over your body, to place a pillow or bolster under your knees for extra support, please give that to yourself. I will guide you into this experience, and then I will leave you there that you might have the opportunity to stay here as long as you need to integrate with your heart. Okay, just notice where you are and allow the shades of your eyes to close if they are not already. Become aware of where you contact the earth. Notice the heels meeting your mat. Notice the backs of your calves and your sitting bones against the earth. Your sacrum connecting to your mat. Notice the backs of your hands, the backs of your upper arms, the backs of your shoulders and your ribs and your skull connected to the earth. Soften through the space of your chest and your shoulders as you melt against your mat. Release from the space of your belly. If you're holding, let go. Melt the muscles of your face. Release your jaw. Soften your eyeballs and their sockets. This is our final act, folks. It is complete surrender. It is utter vulnerability. It is a revolutionary act all by itself. Your only work in this shape is to stay here. To allow the plane of your body to union with the plane of your mind, that they would not be separate. But that you would know your oneness. That you would rest in it. That you would work from it. And that you would transmit it everywhere that you go and all the things that you do. May this be my blessing for you, brother and sister, that you would be ever more in your oneness. Amen. Namaste.